CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go.
Hi, I'm Pat Stoetzer, and welcome to episode 15 of Game On. Mid-December is here, and high school winter sports are in full swing. So let's check in on boys basketball, girls basketball, and wrestling as the season starts to take shape. Time to get into it. It's Game On. We've got you covered as Carroll County's winter teams have begun their regular seasons. We'll have highlights from a pair of intra-county basketball games, and we'll unveil the first CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week for the season. You'll also see a quick preview for our next Game of the Week, a boys basketball showdown you won't want to miss. Speaking of boys basketball, we went down to Winfield on Tuesday to catch a Carroll County clash between Westminster and South Carroll. The rivals split their regular season series last year. Time to find out how the first matchup of this season played out. South Carroll hosted Westminster on Tuesday, December 12th in the Carroll County Athletic League boys basketball opener for both county rivals. The Cavaliers are hot out of the gate, and when Peter Borgens has room for this three-pointer, the home team leads 13-7. Give the assist to Owen Kesey. Shea Greenwood gets a piece of this attempt, and Westminster goes the other way. Tanik Zitta finds Will Molman for the layup, and it's 22-17. But South Carroll beats the first quarter clock thanks to this fadeaway jumper from Ian Straley. Cavs up 7 after 1. Some motion offense for South Carroll. Benson Sommerfeld hands off to Micah Puckett, and the junior strokes the three-pointer. South Carroll leads 30-20 early in the second quarter. Later in the quarter, the Cavaliers are on the move again. Borgens gets the hoop and the foul, and his three-point play gives South Carroll a 33-26 lead. Puckett closes out the half in an ISO situation and drains the shot from inside the arc. South Carroll 41, Westminster 28 at intermission. The Owls come out flying in the third quarter. Micah Osgar feeds Ja Donald down low, and the big man converts. Westminster trails 46-39. The rally is still going for the visiting team. Osgar misses under the hoop, but Donald is there for the putback. Suddenly, it's a three-point game. A 16-6 run has the Owls right back in it, and Osgar has 11 in the third quarter for his team. But South Carroll finishes with this. Another buzzer beater by Puckett. This one from the free throw line, and the Cavaliers lead 58-51. Matt Davis finds some room down the lane for this bucket early in the fourth quarter, and South Carroll is beginning to take over. The home team leads 62-51. Connor Harris connects from way downtown for the Owls, but it's not enough in Winfield. The final score is South Carroll 73, Westminster 61. Micah Puckett leads all scorers with 26 points, and Ian Straley adds 14 for the 2-0 Cavs, who get 13 more from Peter Borgens. They're 1-0 in the county. Micah Osgar leads the Owls with 16 points, and Tanik Zitta nets 14, but Westminster falls to 1-2, 0-1. Big win for the Cavaliers at home. After the game, I had a chance to talk with top scorer Micah Puckett. Let's take a look and a listen. Micah, congrats on the win over Westminster. 26 points tonight. Second half, they started to make a little run in the third quarter. What did you guys talk about as they were getting back into it, knowing that you still had the lead?
Just keeping the confidence high and knowing we're better than them and keep playing hard the whole time. Basically, that's what Carnes was saying. That's what we were saying. It just works. You guys have scored 70-plus points in both games so far. What's it like to be on a team like this that can really move the ball? You guys want to be up tempo, and you got a lot of guys who can shoot. It must be fun so far this early in the season. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Even playing in practice, our games are high scoring, even though we know each other. It's a lot of fun. What's going to be different on this year's team? Last year's team competed, but maybe it wasn't the best record. What do you think the difference is so far this year that you could notice from last year? I think our team chemistry is a lot better, and we just work harder in practice, work harder in the games. All right, well, good luck, man. Nice game today. Good luck the rest of the year. Thank you. Thanks, Micah. All right, time to take a look at some other boys basketball scores from the past week. South Carroll with the victory over Westminster that you just saw.
Winters Mill dropped Hereford to stay unbeaten, and Century did the same by defeating Tuscarora. Also, Liberty getting their win over Marys Ridge, and Keogh with the first victory over Brunswick. Now we'll see which boys players have put together the best scoring totals of the season so far. Big Mill's Drew Jenkins leads the way with a 31-point game against Hereford behind 7 3-pointers. And Liberty has a handful of strong efforts already, led by Cole Jernigan and Alex Thompson. The latest Carroll County Athletic League boys basketball standings have South Carroll on top after the Cavaliers took down Westminster at home on Tuesday. Century and Winters Mill are both off to 2-0 starts entering play Wednesday. Some games to keep an eye on in the coming week. Winters Mill hosts Man Valley on Friday at 5 p.m. and Westminster welcomes Liberty at 6:30. December 19th has the Mavericks taking on the Lions in Manchester. Liberty hosted Gerstell Academy in their girls basketball home opener on December 8th, and CMSportsNet had that one for you as the first game of the week for the new winter season. Let's see what happened when the Falcons and Lions faced off last Friday.
Liberty hosted Gerstell Academy on Friday, December 8th in a girls basketball game between the public school Lions and the private school Falcons, who looked to stay unbeaten early on. Liberty opens the game with a bang. Kiara Vassaleros finds Gigi Hall in the near corner, and the senior drains a three-pointer for the first points of the game. Gerstell comes up with a steal, and the Falcons head the other way. Taylor Moran to Anaya Stinnett for the left-handed layup. We're tied at 6-6. Annie Jackson gets a pass from Stinnett and spots up from the top of the arc for a three-pointer. Falcons 11, Lions 6 in the first quarter. But Liberty ends the frame with this play. Courtney Goff to Hall for a three-pointer at the buzzer. Lions trail the Falcons 13-11. Vassalaros has time to set herself for this three ball, and Liberty trims the Gerstell lead to 15-14 early in the second quarter. Gerstell has an answer. Jackson's cross-court pass finds Moran for a corner three. The Mount Airy Christian transfer is starting to heat up. Liberty trying to stay close, and this certainly helps. A nice baseline drive and scoop shot from freshman Allison Ball. She converts the three-point play, and the Lions trail 23-19. Kiara Hardy gets a block, and Gerstell goes the other way. Moran finishes the play with a layup and the foul, and the Falcons eventually take a 32-23 lead into halftime. Moran likes the near corner for this three-pointer, and Gerstell is trying to take the game over early in the third corner. Give the assist to Miley Alguire. Good connection here from Ball to Hall for a layup. Liberty trying to hang in there. But it's too much Moran in the third. Another triple for the junior, and the Falcons outscore the Lions 19-7 in the quarter. They lead 51-30 after three. Here's one more tray for Moran, who is leading Gerstell to another early season victory. Final score is Gerstell 59, Liberty 41, behind a game-high 25 points from Taylor Moran, who sinks 5 three-pointers.
Here are some other girls' scores from the past week. South Carroll won its county opener with a double-digit win over Westminster. FSK got to 3-0 by beating Brunswick, and Liberty earned its first win of the season in a big way over Marys Ridge. Now we take a look at the top individual performances on the girls' side so far. Key standout Drew Watkins leads the way with her 31 points she scored in the season opener. Century's Harley Hamlin is next with 20, and FSK's Summer Brooks has 19, along with South Carroll's Charlotte Harrington. The most recent county standings for girls basketball show the Cavaliers on top early after they got that win over Westminster on Tuesday. More county games are coming up soon, so the race for the county title will start to heat up. Now to see a few big games coming on the girls' side. The reigning county champion Eagles get their first county game of the season December 19th when FSK visits Winters Mill. Liberty welcomes Man Valley to Eldersburg on that same night, and before that, it's Westminster and Liberty this Friday evening. CM Sportsnet has another game of the week lined up for you this Friday when Westminster hosts Liberty in county boys basketball action. Former boys coach Dave Herman joins me in studio, and we'll bring you coverage of that game from the Owl's Nest. We're looking forward to that one. Let's take a second now and talk about Liberty. The Lions have size this season, and they enter the winter as the reigning Carroll County champion under new coach George Sanat. They bounced back after a loss to Gerstell by beating Marys Ridge, and they have their first county game of the season coming up this Friday. Liberty is led by guard Cole Jernigan, and that size down low comes in the form of Alex Thompson and Tristan West. Switching over to Westminster now, where Coach Steve Burns and the Owls are getting good guard play from Kanik Zita and Micah Osgar. Those two paced the offense Tuesday against South Carroll. Osgar had 16 points, Zita added 14 in the county loss against the Cavaliers. They also got Kyle Hoot with 8 points, and Ja Donald had 7 in that contest. It's a big county matchup on tap this Friday, so time to look at the team stats. Like we said, Liberty has its first county contest of the winter with this game coming up, and it's dead even when it comes to the Owls' points per game and points allowed per game so far. A pair of guards in Friday's game should be fun to watch, as Cole Jernigan and Micah Osgar have been leading their teams so far this winter. Jernigan has the edge in points per game, but Osgar bolstered his average with a big game Tuesday against South Carroll. We weren't able to get Owls coach Steve Burns or Lions coach George Sanat for on-camera interviews this week, but I exchanged emails with both of them and talked to them about keys of the game. Coach Sanat said the Lions need to play with pace in space. They also need to defend well and rebound well as a team. And like almost every other team out there, take care of the ball when they have possession. For Westminster, fresh off their game against South Carroll, Coach Burns said the Owls need to work harder on the boards and finish defense through each and every possession. Burns said Westminster has given up too many rebounds so far, and they need to start using their size and athleticism to their advantage. These teams split their regular season games last year, and this one should be a fun one to watch. A reminder to join Dave Herman and me this Friday for the CM Sportsnet Game of the Week as Liberty takes on Westminster. We've got more show for you, and we shift over to wrestling to see which teams have started strong in December. Plus, we'll unveil the first CM Sportsnet Athlete of the Week for the winter season. So don't go away. Game On is coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stoetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss The Score and More podcast, presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CM Sportsnet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishment.
The CM Sportsnet Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Genova's To Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's, pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Time to roll out the mat for wrestling and see who has a good hold on the early part of the season. It's early and county matches haven't taken place yet, but it's a good time for wrestlers to build their season resumes. Some wrestling results to take a look at now, some recent results that is. Liberty is perfect to start the season, and the Lions have won their share in convincing fashion. As you can see, actually 8 of those wins came in a dual meet tournament. So the Lions off to a good start. Man Valley has a pair of wins at home to open its 23-24 campaign. Time to see some of the big matches coming up around the county. Liberty hosts Mount Hebron on Thursday as the Lions try to stay unbeaten. The annual Bower Line duels are set for Friday and Saturday with Man Valley and FSK as the local teams participating. And there's a county clash set for December 19th when the Mavericks visit Westminster. All of Carroll's teams will be in action here in the next few days, so we'll have some updates to share along the way. Stick with us as the wrestling season unfolds. On to the first CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week for the 2023-24 winter season, and it comes from Francis Scott Key. This player led the Eagles to a pair of wins in the first week of the season, so let's hear from the Athlete of the Week.
This week's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Drew Watkins, Francis Scott Key basketball. Drew and the Eagles are off to a really good start. Drew had a big week, and when we talked before the season started, you were a little bit unsure of how you might be in the post because you hadn't done much post. Well, 30 points later in the first game. How do you feel like you did the first 2 games of your season getting adapted to a new position?
I think, surprisingly, I think I've done pretty all right.
Okay.
Definitely with the help of my teammates, my family, obviously, and my coaches. Coach Scott stepped up and kind of taught me some post moves. I don't think I used that much, but like I'm still learning. So then, just working off my other teammates, just being able to go up with that.
So it is a work in progress, but obviously you know how to score the basketball. You've been doing that for a couple of years now. What's the most thing, or the 1 or 2 things are the most different of when you are asked to go down there? Like what have you been working on to try to make you the better player that you can be counted on by your teammates?
Probably going up through pressure, because I know I tend to like fade away, or like I have in the past. And the past 2 years, I've definitely been working on going up through the pressure and being able to practice that with my teammates, and then putting the pressure on me just to be able to pursue that in a game.
You said you're working on some post moves with Coach Core and Coach Mitch as well, the whole staff. How much extra time are you putting in of just maybe learning a couple things about grabbing that extra rebound or going back up with it, things like that? Is it every day, or is it just a little bit here and there as you get ready for the next game?
Definitely a little bit more like here and there. Just like when I have time, like off to the side, if I come back from a water break early, like before practice starts, if we do a shoot around for 5 minutes, if I'm doing that, Coach Scott will come over, he'll be like, oh, here's some more moves, and yeah, so stuff like that.
So far, so good then, right? A good start so far, 2-0 going into this week. We talked before the season started, though, about chemistry and how you guys have been together for many years. I asked Caroline about this, too. Can you already tell right away that it's paying off, that you guys have been playing together for many years now? You graduated who you graduated, but you got a lot back from this year. It showed with 2 wins. How excited are you to sort of get things going now and get the season underway?
I'm super excited. Like I said earlier, it's a family. It's not like you don't play with a team, you play with a family. You can compete with a family. So being able to have those connections, like you kind of like read each other's minds. There's times Summer can make like a dime pass all the way down the court, or Abby like gets a steal, and we all know she's gonna go make it because she's just that good. So I mean, it's great.
Well, certainly off to a good start. Good luck the rest of the season, and congrats on the first week. Drew Watkins, this week's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congrats to Drew Watkins for the recognition, and be sure to follow along all season as we highlight some of the county's top athletes for their outstanding performances. And that's it for another episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. A reminder that we're giving you boys basketball action on Friday, December 15th when Liberty visits Westminster in a Carroll County showdown. Dave Herman joins me in the studio for the Game of the Week. Should be good. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.